Hello, good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine. Today, we are going to study the last part of the lesson number 9, Transportation, Communication, and Tourism. So, in the last session, we have seen the transportation facilities in the Brazil. Today, we are going to study the transportation facilities in our India. So, we will start the lesson. As compared to Brazil, India has a denser network of transport. About 85% of passengers and 70% of freight traffic are carried by road every year. So, if we will compare transportation facilities in the Brazil as well as in India, then we will find that Indian transportation facilities, especially the roadways network, that is very dense. 85% people they are using the roadways in India. Freight and passenger transport has been facilitated due to the development of the railways. So railways also well developed in our India. Many tourists, many people, passengers, they are traveling in railways. Railways are important for the growth of Indian economy. Railway network is relatively less dense in hill station, northeastern state, central part of India and Rajasthan, while it is dense in the North Indian plain. So, children, railway that is very important to increase the economy of the country, because see, railways are completely in the central government, under central government. So here they are saying that as the railway is a safe and cheap means of transport, so many people they are using this means of transport for traveling. So now see, here they are saying that railway they are having less network or dense network in, sorry, they are having less dense network in some areas like hill stations, northeastern states, as we know that there are mountain ranges, central part of India and Rajasthan. So that places we can find less density of railways. But in the northern Indian plains we can see the density of the railway, it is very high. You can see in the map also given northern that plains we will find very densely, network is very dense. And here in the central means everywhere there is this railway connection is there, means a network of railway is reach every part of the country. But dense network is found in the North Indian plains and in here Rajasthan, and here north side, central part, we will find the less density of the railways. Railways are very important for a vast country where distances are large. Now see, children, where the if the transportation distance is very large, that time people they always prefer railways instead of roadways, because railways are the safe means of transport. Again, it is cheap and comfortable. Now next, waterways are a cheap means of transport. Waterways contribute about 1% of total country's transportation. It comprises rivers, canal, backwater, creek, etc. So waterways, that is also the cheap means of transport. 1% of the country's transportation it is carried by the waterways. Canal, backwaters and rivers, creek, etc. are used for the this transportation. Approximately 95% of India's foreign trade moves through ocean route. So foreign trade, for that best option is waterways. Next is given here that waterways again here more important for various purpose, for the trade purpose. So see, ocean trade. See, also there are used for the purposes of transportation between the island and the rest of the country. As compared to Brazil, airways in India are more developed, and the use of internal airways is also increasing in our country. If you will do the comparison between the Brazil's transportation air facilities and India, then India's international transportation is also developed, as well as internal transportation also uh, it is developed, or it is increasing day by day. Now here, always remember the development of the means of transport is an indicator of the rapid progress of a country. So here we can see that if in our country air facilities, railways, roadways, it is well developed, then it is signifying that development of our country. Arun called his mother from Digboi at 7 a.m. At what local time will his mother pick up his call at Jaisalmer? So here one small question is given, that if Arun he is calling his mother from Digboi at 7 a.m., then what will be the local time at the Jaisalmer when his mother will receive the call? So we have to take out. How will you take out? We will give that example, and we will study this by the here communication. Now we have to start the communication. So this example is not suitable here. We will discuss this example when India's communication we will study. Now we will study the communication in Brazil. You are already aware of the vast longitudinal extent of Brazil. Given are the westernmost and easternmost extreme point of Brazil mainland in figure 9.12. Calculate the difference in time between 2 points in minutes. So see here. Here one figure has given 9.12. In this figure we can see the different time zone. So Brazil minus 2 GMT, minus 3 GMT, minus 4 GMT, minus 5 GMT. So these are the 4 time zones in the Brazil. So as the longitudinal extent is very vast, so that's why there are 4 time zones in the Brazil, and they all are the back of GMT, minus GMT. So first point, easternmost point of that Ponto de Celsius, so that is minus 2. And here last point, Nascente do Rio Mau, so that is minus 5, means they are behind the GMT by 5 hours. Now we will study the graph and answer the following questions. What is the given? How many divisions can you see in the map? So we can see there are total 4 divisions in the map. Next question they are asking, what do these divisions signify? So children, these all the divisions, they are signifying the time zone in Brazil. Next question, which port of Brazil is ahead of which part? Again one question is skip. What does the term behind GMT means? Now behind GMT means what? So here see, the Greenwich Mean Time, here as we know that GMT means prime meridian, so that is reference to the 0 degree longitude, and that passes through Greenwich, so that's why it is called GMT. The country is lying to the west of 0 degree meridian. They are, so 0 degree meridian longitude, those countries are lying, they are having the time behind the GMT, means westernmost countries are behind the GMT and eastern countries are ahead. Now next question, which part of Brazil is ahead of other? So we can see here the easternmost part of Brazil is ahead of others. You can see here, this is the east side and that is the west side. So eastern part -2, -3, -4, -5. So eastern part is ahead. Next question, what is asked? By how many minutes is this part ahead of others? So we can say that, see here, -2, -3. So in each part there is 60 to 180 minutes difference. We can otherwise we can say that this part is ahead by others by 60 to 180 minutes. Last question, what does the red line in the map shows? So this red line, it is showing the BRT, means Brazilian Standard Time. Now see here, Brazilian time, now official time. So a red line on the map, it is showing the GMT -3 time zone, which is official Brazilian time. So we can call it BRT. Now we will study the geographical explanation. You will find that because of the vast longitudinal extent of the country, the difference between two extreme points is around 168 minutes, means 2 hours 48 minutes. Now see, we have seen the longitudinal extent of Brazil. So as per that, the difference between the two extreme point here, these 2 points, eastern part and western part, so that difference is near about 168 minutes, means 2 hours 48 minutes. There are different time zones in the country. Brazil has 4 time zones. It is behind the GMT by 2, 3, 4 or 5 hours. The red line in the map shows the GMT -03 time zone, which is considered to be the official Brazilian time, BRT. It is 3 hours behind GMT. So we have seen that there are 4 time zones in the Brazil. It is behind GMT by 2, 3, 4 and 5 hours. The red line, that is showing the Brazil's official time. So that is GMT -03 time zone, and that is the official Brazilian time, and it is behind by 3 hours of GMT. Now see, the development of communication in Brazil. Telecommunication services in Brazil are well developed and efficient. This industry includes landline as well as mobile services, television, broadcasting, radio broadcasting, and computer internet access. Today, more than 45% of Brazilian population has access to internet. So in the Brazil, telecommunication facilities are also well developed, efficient, and this industry means this telecommunication industry includes landline, mobile, television broadcasting, radio broadcasting, computer, internet. So these all are the means of communication. Today, more than 45% in the Brazil's population, they are accessing, means using the internet. The telecommunication infrastructure is fairly modern, particularly in the central south Brazil. However, the north and northwest are drastically less developed. So we can find that central south Brazil, that is we can find that telecommunication facilities are well developed, but in the north and northwest, that places we can see the less developed this telecommunication infrastructure. Now over recent years, mobile telephones have lead to rapid expansion of telecommunication services in Brazil. The nature of Brazilian territory, especially land mass size and large pockets of unpopulated and densely vegetated areas, create significant impediments to the expansion of coverage of telecommunication services. So telecommunication, mobile and other means of communication, that expansion is well in the some part, but it is not developed in some part. So here they are saying that, see, the nature of Brazilian territory means how the territory is, especially the land mass size and the large pockets of unpopulated and dense vegetated areas, so that places the expansion in coverage of telecommunication service that is less. Brazil is developing technology to send domestically made satellite into space with its own rocket. So Brazil is developing country in the sense of technology. They have made satellite and they send the satellite uh, by by its own rockets. Now communication in India we will study. Study the map given in figure 9.13 and answer the following questions. Now see, here is the map given 9.13 and we have to answer the question. So I am showing you map. I am reading the questions from the test book. So you can give the answers. Now first question, here they have asked, calculate the difference between the two longitudinal extreme of mainland India. It is more than Brazil. Is it more than Brazil? So see student, what they are asking us. First we have to calculate the difference between the two extreme point. One extreme is here Arunachal Pradesh, other is here this Gujarat. So now see, we can calculate. Here it is given 68 degree 7 minute east, and here 97 degree 25 minute east. So we have to calculate the difference, 97 minus 60, 68. So the answer will come 29 degrees. So we can say that the difference between the two longitudinal extreme of mainland India is of 29 degree, and it is less than that of Brazil. Longitudinal extent is less. Next question they have asked, which longitude in India is called the Indian Standard Time? So here children, you can see the straight line. So this straight line, that straight line, it is called the Indian Standard Time, but we have to give sorry, here given this straight line, pink red line. So that line is indicating us Indian Standard Time. So it is 82 degree 30 minute east, Indian Standard Time. Now next question, what is the difference between the IST and GMT? IST means what? Indian Standard Time, and GMT Greenwich Mean Time. So 5 hours 30 minutes we are ahead than GMT. So we can say that the difference between IST and GMT is 5 hours 30 minutes. Now next question, how many local times are there in India? So children, in our India there is just one local time. Now we have completed the question answer. Now we will talk about the this activity which were asked about the Arun. So they say that Arun, suppose he is calling his mother at 7 a.m. from Digboi, then what will be the local time at Jaisalmer? So now 7 a.m. Digboi, Arun called his mother. So as per the local time, his mother will pick up call at Jaisalmer at the same time, that is 7 a.m. because it is because we are following one standard time at all places in India. ठीक है, उनके मदर, क्योंकि see there is a difference between the Arunachal Pradesh, because sunrise is means first sun is rises in Arunachal Pradesh, then afterwards in Rajasthan. So there is of course definite that time difference is there, but we are following one standard time, so that's why Arun's mother, she will pick up the call at the same timing. Now next is given here explanation that we will study. India too has large longitudinal extent. The difference between the two extremmost point is 2 hours 120 minutes. 2 hours or 120 minutes. India has only one standard time. So children, the difference between the two extreme point, it is 2 hours, that is 120 minutes. So the Indian Standard Time, it was decided 82 degree 5 minute is longitude is the Indian Standard Time. It passes through Allahabad. It is ahead by the 5 hours 30 minutes from Greenwich Mean Time. So we are having time zone ahead than GMT, 5 hours 30 minutes. With the explosion of electronic media, telecom industry has become one of the fast growing sector in this era of information and communication. More digitally enhanced communication devices like mobile phone, internet and satellite are paving way to the expansion of the world wider reach of communication technologies. Now see here, in our India, electronic media is well developed. We are having all the facilities which use in the modern era, that is telecommunication and information technology. In that era, we are having mobile phone, we are having our internet facility, our own satellite. So in this way we are developed in the sense of technology. Now here what is said, that India is one of the largest user of smartphone and internet. With development of our own satellite, India has come a long way in this field. So we are having our own satellite, that's why India is providing internet facility and smartphone facilities to the user. So maximum people in India, they are using the internet and smartphone. So we can say that India has come a long way in this field, means we are well developed in the communication facilities. Now it is 12 noon at Delhi. What would be the local time in Brasilia? So see here, they says that if Delhi it is 12 noon, then in Brazil what will be the local time? So it would be 3:30 a.m. in Brazil. We are not finding out the this difference, but if 12 noon in Delhi, then what is the time of Brazil? So Brasilia, 3:30 a.m. in Brasilia. Now next is given here. Next, Saurabh and Ashwini work for MCN. Then here is also activity. Then two of their regional head offices are located in the Brazil, Rio de Janeiro and Manas respectively. Both of them have a contact either of the head offices constantly, as they have to adjust timing according to their head officials. Find out the corresponding timing in India. If they work accordingly to the office timing in Brazil, that is 10 to 5 p.m. So we have to take out the difference. If there is 10 to 5 working from India, then what would be the time in their office at the Brasilia? Now next is given here. Now do you know ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, so looks after the space launching programs of India. Till the date, this institute has established many record of satellite launch. So ISRO, that is the Indian Space Research Organization. That organization is looking the space launching program of India, and many satellites we have launched from our station or this organization. So next is given Brazilian Space Agency, AEB, is the civilian authority in Brazil responsible for country's boring space program. The Brazilian Space Agency has posed a policy of joint technological development with more advanced space programs. So that information is given of Brazil. Initially it related heavily on the initially it relied heavily on the United States, but now it is working with China, India, Russia and Ukraine. On what basis will you decide how many standard time should be there in a country? So these activities you have to do, and what will be your opinion. So related to this, first, how many standard time? So I says that there is one standard time on the in India, but on the basis of the longitudinal extent there are different time zones. It will be decided that how many standard time should be there in a country, means what is that longitudinal extent. So children, we have completed our lesson number 9 here. I hope you understood. Thank you very much.